Good evening. Our top story tonight, allegations of rape in a Longview High School locker room with two students 17 and 16 years old now facing charges of sexual assault and against their younger teammates.
The two suspects in this case appeared in court today, and court documents paint a disturbing picture about what happened. A warning, the details are not appropriate for everyone and may be difficult to hear.
Investigative reporter Evan Watson has the update.
This is a sexual assault investigation involving players on the Mark Morris High School boys basketball team. Court documents reveal that younger students told police that at least two older students dragged them into a dark room, locked the door, and repeatedly sexually abused them. Disturbing new details in the case of two minor boys arrested by Longview police and charged with rape and other forms of sexual abuse. One teenager told police that he crawled out of a Mark Morris High School locker room to escape older students. He was on the verge of tears. Another alleged victim was described as crying while running to the bathroom for safety. Two 14-year-olds and one 16-year-old told police that older students sexually abused them and others over months, starting in November through the end of January. A 14-year-old described the two boys charged in the case as the leaders of the assaults. The arrests are sending another shockwave through the school, confirming how some students were feeling.
Like, this could happen to anyone. This could happen to anyone else. I was nervous.
Now school leaders are under fire. Court documents say the assaults were reported to school administrators and staff members up to 2 weeks before Longview police got involved, when a parent of a victim filed a police report kicking off the investigation. Longview police detectives are also investigating the school and school district for potential violations of the mandatory obligation to report allegations like these to police. And this is after school leaders downplayed the allegations. On February 7th, Principal Aaron Whitwright sent a letter to families criticizing false rumors and speculation. He said the school district already investigated a report and made appropriate consequences. Students didn't accept that. 2 days later, on Monday the 9th, they walked out of class, protesting the sexual assault allegations.
If the protests didn't happen, I feel like none of it would have been brought to light and people wouldn't have got put to justice for it.
The two boys facing rape charges appeared in juvenile court on Thursday, where their bail was set at $15,000 each. With this case involving minors, we will not name the two boys accused of these crimes or the reported victims. In Longview, Evan Watson, KGW News.
If you or someone you know is a survivor of sexual assault, know that help is available 24/7. One option, the National Sexual Assault Hotline. The number is 800-656-4673.
In your headlines, the estate of late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has agreed to a settlement with accusers. Once a judge signs the agreement, it will resolve all claims against Epstein's estate and its co-executors. The exact amount of the settlement will depend on how many survivors sign on to the class action lawsuit, but it's expected to be up to $35 million. Epstein's estate has already paid more than $50 million in settlements to claimants.
Also in national headlines tonight, the Supreme Court has ruled President Trump's sweeping global tariffs are unconstitutional. In the 6-3 majority opinion, Chief Justice John Roberts emphasizing the power to enact such tariffs must be clearly granted by Congress. He added the emergency authority the president used, quote, falls short. In response, the president says his administration will seek other ways to collect duties on imports, including what's just happened, a 10% global tariff levy, one that's restricted to 150 days.
Foreign countries that have been ripping us off for years are ecstatic. They're so happy. And they're dancing in the streets, but they won't be dancing for long.
Congress has the ultimate authority to impose these tariffs. I am urging, for the sake of American families, pleading with my Republican colleagues to buck Donald Trump.
The court did not give any guidance on what to do with the roughly $134 billion in revenue from the tariffs. Coming up at 6:30, hear from a local expert about what this could mean for your wallet.
Closer to home, a controversial bill that was expected to be introduced in the Oregon Senate today has been moved to at least next week. It would actually move an anti-tax referendum vote from the November ballot to May. This all stems from the transportation funding package passed during a special session last year. In that package, gas tax and fee hikes would be used to help balance ODOT's budget. Opponents gathered enough signatures to put a referendum on the November ballot, which this Senate bill is trying to move to the May ballot.
In Battleground tonight, detectives are trying to figure out who has been shooting animals with blow darts. Police seized these blowguns when they searched a home this week, but say they're still trying to pin down the suspects. In November, officers started getting reports of a group of young men shooting raccoons, squirrels, deer, and ducks with the darts. One duck that was found hit by a dart was rescued. Some of the darts also got stuck in people's homes.
And PacifiCorp, Pacific Power's parent company, has agreed to settle more claims related to 6 wildfires in Oregon and California. The Oregon fires include 4 from Labor Day of 2020, which damaged public lands. This settlement resolves all claims the federal government has against PacifiCorp, which was found negligent and reckless for failing to shut off power during the 2020 storm that led to the fires. The money will help repay efforts to fight the fires and go toward damage restoration. Pacific Power President Ryan Flynn said the settlement marked a, quote, significant milestone demonstrating our ongoing commitment to resolve all reasonable claims, end quote, related to the wildfires. The settlement comes as PacifiCorp looks to sell off its Washington utility assets as a way to fund settlement payouts like this one. Matt?
All right, Christine, thank you very much. You know what? Today was kind of the in-between day. We had the cool, wet weather earlier in the week, and today we transitioned. It was dry. Timberline, though, still nice and cold. It's 20 degrees, and over the last week, there's been over 2 feet of new snow in the mountains, so our snow conditions have improved dramatically. We're still way below average, of course, with our snowpack, but the conditions are looking a lot better. We get rain on Saturday, and we will get mountain snow on Saturday. Strong east winds are going to develop tomorrow, too, so East County, Gresham, Camas, Troutdale, you're going to be feeling that. It's going to be a good strong east wind, but only for about a day. And then we get more rain again on Sunday. The snow level is still staying low enough that most of our ski slopes will be getting snow through the weekend. So that is a good thing. We only topped out at 47 today, which is below average by about 5 degrees for this time of the year. So we're going to warm things up. We're going to get wet, and we'll talk about what happens as we roll into March a bit later, guys.
Okay, thank you so much, Matt.